Getting yourself comfortable now, preferably sitting in a recliner, sitting in a chair where you can lean back and support your head. Just relaxing. Using a pillow on your lap so that your arms and hands are comfortable and supported, your shoulders relaxed, your feet either on the floor or up on a recliner, on an ottoman. Just make sure that you're very comfortable. Remove your glasses and just relax. Start to feel the weight of your body wherever you are. And I want you to imagine that there's a warmth starting at the top of your head. You know this warmth is healing. And the muscles on top of your head are releasing and relaxing. I want you to imagine now that that is spreading down over your head, your face, all the way to your neck. All the muscles relaxing in your face and in your head. Your teeth part just a little bit. Your tongue is pressed to the roof of your mouth. Jaw is relaxed and released. And now this warmth spreads down the neck and across the trapezius to your shoulders, releasing those muscles. Letting go, relaxing. And now that warming energy flows down your upper arms, to your elbows, to your forearms, hands and fingers, all the muscles relaxing, letting go. And now this healing warm energy spreads from those shoulders down the upper back and the chest, relaxing all the muscles, relaxing your heart and your lungs, moving down to the middle back and the upper abdomen, down to the lower back and the lower abdomen, all the muscles relax, letting go. And now this warm healing energy moves down through your pelvis, over your hips, all the way down to the top of your thighs. All the muscles in your pelvic region relaxing, letting go. And now this warm just moves down your upper legs, thighs, hamstrings, over your knees, down your calves and shins, over your feet and your toes, all of the muscles relaxing. Deeper and deeper relax. Now in a minute I'm going to count to 3. And when I get to 3, I'm going to snap my fingers. You will open your eyes, and then you will close them, and I will snap again, and you will go deeper and deeper into sleep. 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes and close. Deeper, deeper sleep, deeper, relax, let go. Feel your body floating down and down, deeper and deeper relax. Again, I'm going to count to 3. When I reach 3, you will open your eyes and then close them when I snap my fingers and go deeper. 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes and close them. Deep sleep. Deeper, deeper. Just let your body go. Let your mind relax. Let go. I want you to imagine now that you are in a beautiful forest and you notice some steps, stone steps that lead down into the earth, and at the bottom of these steps is a beautiful old door. I want you to walk towards these steps. There are 10 of them, and I'm going to count from 10 to 1 as you take each step. Step down, 10. Step down, 9. Step down, 8. Step 7. Step 6, feeling lighter and deeper relaxed. Step 5, 4, 3, 2, noticing your breath, slow and relaxed. Step down, 2 and 1. I want you to open the door, step through, and close the door behind you. I want you to see a new, beautiful forest. You're all alone. There are open meadows, and you hear water in the distance. It may be a familiar place or somewhere else just in your mind. There are very tall trees all around you. and you can feel the loving earth energy radiating from them. It is a beautiful day. As you look up toward the sky, you feel safe and grounded. The canopy of the trees welcomes the streams of sunlight through its spaces. Breathing in deep, you feel calm, you feel safe. Now let your eyes wander along the ground until you notice a path. Step onto the path and begin walking at a comfortable pace. As you walk along this path, you feel yourself going deeper and deeper into the forest. Feeling confident, happy, and at peace. You feel the vibrations of the earth energy around you. And as you come around a large tree, you find yourself gazing upon a clearing that stretches out and away from you. Wildflowers of many different colors and butterflies scattered across the opening create an inviting space. It feels carefree and boundless. Now step off the path and begin walking through the field while observing the butterflies flitting from flower to flower. The sun now warming your skin and carrying the sweet fragrance of the flowers to your nose. You see something small just ahead, and as you get closer, you notice it is a small basket. You now pick it up and feel as if there is something special about it. A soft breeze filters through the trees, moving the branches so the sun dances around you. You lift your eyes from the basket and notice a glimmer in the grass that the sunlight has touched. As you walk over to the light, you find a beautiful crystal about the size of a quarter and bend down to pick it up. The crystal seems to be a broken piece, but feels powerful and as if you were meant to have it. There's something familiar about it, so you place it in the basket and continue walking through the meadow. Feeling a bit happier and energized, you keep walking amongst the bouncing butterflies, and after a moment, you notice off to the side another glimmer of light, and so you walk over to it with a curiosity. It's another crystal, about the same size and irregular shape as the first one. You pick it up and it too feels familiar. Place it in the basket and continue your journey through the meadow. You may now feel a bit of excitement and find yourself looking around for more crystals. You find a third crystal and put it into the basket. A feeling of lightness and warmth is noticeably growing within your chest. A fourth crystal peeks through the grass, and you pick it up to join with the others in your basket. With every one you find, you feel happier, lighter, energized, and loved. Keep looking. You just know there are more. And there is a fifth crystal just as you come upon a small waterfall. Pick up the crystal and place it in your basket as you start walking toward the waterfall. The water is only a few inches deep, and you notice there is an indentation in the rock behind the flowing water. You walk back towards this indentation with your basket of crystal pieces. It's an easy walk. It's beautiful. The mist of the water coming off the waterfall is refreshing. As you come around the side of the cascading water, you are now in a space feeling safe and protected, a space behind the waterfall. The water is hitting the rock platform partially, but mostly into the pond below. You feel the mist of that water around you as it settles on your skin. And then suddenly a light from the basket distracts you and causes you to look down, and you notice the crystals you gathered are now one. As if somehow all the pieces knew they belonged together, as the energy it created was so powerful. Setting the basket down on the ground, you reach in and pick up the crystal. You hold it in both hands and you feel you have been looking for this for so long. And again, you notice that warmth in your chest. Imagine this powerful and beautiful light is surrounding you, this light from this crystal. And now you hold this crystal close to your chest. Look forward at the waterfall and step to the edge of the platform so half of the waterfall is coming down on you. Feel the water flowing over your entire body while it cleanses you. It's cleansing you of all doubt, anger, frustration, and guilt. Feel the water cool, cleansing, healing. And now imagine that you feel this water entering your body through the top of your head. And as it flows in, cleansing you of all the pain and negativity. Imagine that light from the crystal joining the water and flowing into your body while the light settles into your chest. The light filling you with the excitement of life and purpose. You feel energized and free. Your subconscious, where all your memories and thoughts related to this sense of self are waiting, are now being free to come forward as all blocks are being cleansed and removed by the water and light in a way that benefits you in a harmonious way. Letting all of these blocks go, washing away to leave room for this light and your true self. The crystal has now become part of you, leaving you feeling complete and whole. Now, slowly stepping forward out of the waterfall into the shallow water and onto the bank where the butterflies continue in their happy dance. Settle down seated on the bank. The gentle, warm sun is again shining on you, and you feel your entire body is shimmering with joy and wholeness, creating a complete union of energy within you as the universe celebrates your joy. Let yourself feel this warmth fully, deeply, truly reunited. And now it's time to return. Knowing that you're bringing with you this feeling of wholeness, this feeling of purpose and peace and freedom. And you begin to walk back the way you came. And you notice there's a lightness in your step. You come back to the path that you had left behind. Walk back along the path, back into the forest. And soon you're going to see the door that you were looking for to return back home. And I want you to open the door and step through, closing the door behind you. And you're now looking at those same stone steps leading up 10 steps. And you know that when you reach the top, you will be back to the present now. So taking the first step, 1. Step 2. Step 3. Feeling coming back to your fingers and toes. Step 4. Step 5. Feeling free, hopeful, and whole. Step 6. Step 7. More awake, more aware of your surroundings. Step 8. Step 9. More awake And step 10, open your eyes, let them flutter open, and take your time